My name is Mustafa Kadir, and I'm the Managing Director of Visgrow Internships, a company that specializes in providing internship services for university students and graduates. I also help university students to get jobs through specialized career coaching. As the Managing Director of Visgrow, I actually sit on a number of boards, including the board of Australian Computer Society. That allows me to get specific industry insights about what companies are looking for and the skills that they're looking for. In turn, what I then can do is provide these special, unique insights to students and graduates to help them stand out.
My name is Jason Kimber, CEO of Solutions to Success. We are Zoho specialised partners for Australia. We exclusively specialise in Zoho, and we provide Zoho solutions for businesses to future-proof their business success. Mustafa is an entrepreneur, so within his same business structure, he had a lot of business products. So he had his internships, he had his strategic consulting. They all worked together nicely, and he had other business products as well.
So one of the challenges that I had related to the processes is that I was utilizing multiple softwares. So I had a software for accounting, I had a software to manage who my clients are, I had another software to manage all the data and forms for my clients. I used to use Excel, and I had to manually type in a lot of this information. So that was sort of my manual CRM, so to speak. While that may work if you have one or two clients, where you have several clients and you're now scaling, that can prove to be a challenge. So embracing a new software can be very challenging because it comes with a lot of uncertainty, and we don't like uncertainty. We want to know that we're going to be supported. We want to know that the software is going to work for us. Having a Zoho partner support you along that journey, I feel was incredibly helpful in me adopting Zoho One, but also embracing it. Having met Jason, that partnership has proven pivotal to the success of Visgrow.
So when Mustafa contacted me and explained to us that all the different systems that he was using online, and he really need to just get all of his processes into one system, we thought this was the perfect relationship that we could develop, because Mustafa is very big on partnerships and long-term relationships, and that's one of our big values. So working with Mustafa from there was great, because we could see straight away that we could help him with his processes, and at the same time we could tap into his extensive knowledge too, with helping us with even strategic coaching and even internships. So he understood his processes very well, but he didn't know how to translate that into online process through an online cloud system like Zoho One. And also, while he was using Excel, he realized that he didn't just need Excel spreadsheets to manage his database, but he also needed other systems like accounting software and lots of other different systems, which he was searching for online. So when he approached us, he realized that there was a system called Zoho One that he could do everything all together. So he could take his spreadsheet, get it into a CRM system. Within the same CRM system, he could do his invoicing. He could send out his PDF, his communication to students and his strategic consulting clients. We need to work in a very agile way with Mustafa, because he wanted to scale and grow quickly, and get everything within the same system within Zoho One. So we had to do that in a very agile way. And Mustafa also was very hands-on. So he wanted to learn the systems himself. He wanted to do changes himself as well. So we had to provide that education. So first of all, we had to make sure that the data he was collecting very well within spreadsheets was captured in CRM. So once the data was coming into CRM, we had to make sure that the databases were well segmented, because he did have multiple different types of databases. And also document handling was very important. So making sure those documents were securely stored against each of the records. And communication, the database, and also notifications. And then the other part, of course, which was important to Mustafa, is just getting paid as quickly as possible. So we had to build that into the system and streamline and automate those processes so you could easily access his Zoho Books integrated with CRM. He also had SalesIQ, so you could stay in touch with the new leads that are coming through from his website. And what Mustafa was always so great at doing, because he was very mobile, we had to make sure that the mobile systems would work for him as well. So he would use the system on his phone or his tablet when he's always on the go. So you could always get the notifications correctly through there, and the systems are all talking to each other, so you can access the information through the various systems and stay in touch with his leads and his students and clients.
Here is how it works. We use Zoho Social to promote social media posts throughout LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, etc. We then get leads. Once we get a lead, they go to our website, they fill in the contact form. That contact form is linked to Zoho One, which means I don't have to manually go in and type these things in. I could get a lead, believe it or not, and this is true, 2 o'clock in the morning, even though they're in the same locality as me. And once we've got that lead, I can then quickly convert that to a client after I've had a talk with this potential lead. And within the Zoho CRM itself, straight away, without having to go into a different app, I can produce an invoice. The invoice is pre-populated with the information that I want in there. Our service agreements are basically in there. The terms and conditions are in there. And I have a client which can then pay me, because the payment is also integrated through Stripe and Zoho Books, which automates it for me. We can accept credit cards, we can accept various payment methods, and I can get paid while I'm sleeping. So after having utilized Zoho One services, it has massively improved our efficiency. In fact, I'd probably estimate that it has improved it between 50 to 70%. My vision is to have an online academy so that I'm not just servicing clients in Australia, but now we need to look broader. What I'm excited about as in my next phase with Zoho One is embracing an LMS system such as Zoho Learn, which I've heard is very unique out there. But I'm also looking at integrating it then with Zoho, let's say, sites to build a proper website without me having to pay thousands and thousands of dollars to a developer and then having to rely on that developer to update my website. Furthermore, looking at maybe Zoho PageSense for SEO, because what good is a website if you can't promote it? And if it's not ranking properly on, let's say, Google or other social media sites. And one last area that I'm really keen on implementing is Zoho campaigns, where you can utilize newsletters to send out, and this is where you can upsell. I believe Zoho One has helped me save a lot of time, but it has also helped us automate the processes. But most importantly, we now have one source of truth that we can go back to for legal and other matters if we need to. So that security and that peace of mind are the added benefits of Zoho One that I probably didn't think about before, but now I do enjoy.